Did you know that the summer solstice is the longest day of the year? And what does that mean for our souls? Does your soul need a spa day? We invite you now to the Summer Solstice Creative Soul Spa. Join us for a day in community full of laughter, meaning, creativity, connection, and joy. Let's come together and support one another in the celebration of our souls and renewal and love. Mark your calendars for Saturday, June 25th. Go ahead and grab your tickets on Eventbrite today. Please go to this link or search for the event name, Summer Solstice Creative Soul Spa. Please be sure to register early so that you can receive your summer kits in time. So, what can you expect and who will be there? First off, we have the amazing Talia Dashow, who runs Creativity Club each week. And so she will be leading us through many creativity games. And remember, you can't do it wrong. There's absolutely no pressure, no standards that you have to live up to, just a chance to play and stretch out those creativity muscles. Next up is a laughter yoga with Olivia. Laughter is healing, good exercise, bonding, and just plain fun. No experience necessary, no fancy mats or equipment either. Olivia will guide us through plenty of joyful laughter exercises. Then we have Anne Bingham to tell us about the One New Thing project. So here's the thing about the big thing about small things. How to drastically change your life with intentional new experiences. Anne is a kind and enthusiastic tour guide, and she will help us to stretch and grow in ways we've always wanted to. Also joining us will be Stefan Garvin. Stefan is a master of language and storytelling and will guide us through a unique experience looking inside ourselves through poetry and creative journaling. Also joining us is the fabulous Lori Lynn Armstrong. Lori will bring a unique approach to tarot card reading, combining psychology, spirituality, and a deep understanding of the human condition. Then finally, join us for this hands-on workshop of making empowerment dolls with Victoria Reeves. This is why you want to go ahead and register early to get your summer kits, including these materials, before the event. Victoria will walk us through not only how to make these dolls, but how to make them meaningful. This event is open to US and Canada, so please go ahead and register, order your kits early, so that way you may be able to participate. If you wait too long, you'll have to get the materials after the event. But no worries, we will record the instructions for you. We hope that you will join us. This is going to be an interactive, immersive, intuitive, and an infectiously fun day of exploring ourselves, looking at our souls, strengthening our core essence, and being supported in community. And did we happen to mention fun? Join us. Grab those tickets on Eventbrite today. Hey, Talia. And we're back by popular demand. I'm so happy to see you, Talia. Can you
Likewise,
hear?
I think my
Okay.
computer might be lagging a little bit.
Okay, awesome. If you're just tuning in, Talia and I had Creativity is WD40 for the Soul going for the whole month of May, and we had a 4-part series. And we told you it's only going to be 4 parts, but we're back now by popular demand. People wanted to come and have us join, wanted to continue. So here we are. And where we left things off, we had talked about adult summer camp. So if you remember that conversation, we had fantasized and did all this like divergent thinking about adult summer camp and what that would look like. And then we took input from all of you to now do some convergent thinking and create our version of adult summer camp to honor the summer solstice that's coming up. So here it is, the summer solstice creative soul spa. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Awesome. So please, I hope you enjoyed that clip to get a sense of who's going to be there, what activities we'll be engaging in. And we've got some of our presenters that will be joining us to kind of give, a little intro about who they are and what they do, and then maybe some teaser about what to expect during this event. So Talia, I have to say, like, we've been on Restream before, but today, I had to reschedule this event like 3 times.
I know. I've never seen this kind of technical glitching before. It's
Me
unusual.
neither. It is unusual. So each time I was just like, man. And I thought about our coaching. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to laugh through this. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a solution. I was on chat support like 2 different times.
Oh, good. I'm glad I couldn't find chat support on my computer, but I'm glad you found it on yours.
Yes. So awesome job, chat support. Thank you so much for helping us through this. And, these things happen, but what can you do? You just kind of go along and laugh along, I suppose. It'd be so easy to get frustrated and mad, but you know what? It's time to be creative.
Laughing through it is way more fun than getting mad.
Yes, indeed, indeed. All right. Do you want to give everybody just a little bit of like the process, like what it took to kind of pull this together?
Well,
Because I think it's interesting how we all just came together and
I'm lucky to know a lot of amazing people all across the country. And there are people from 5 different states putting on this event. And through the magic of Zoom, we are able to include everybody to be able to be part of this event. So I'm really excited about it. But these are all people who I have connected with while I've been networking, and I just thought they were really cool and did some really neat stuff. And I thought, how cool would it be to collaborate with these amazing people? And
exactly.
I get to do it.
Thank you so much for having just this, idea and then bringing people along with you and inviting us along. So one of those people is Lori Lynn Armstrong. So we've got her in the room. So we're going to bring her in right now. Ta-da! There she is. Hi, Lori.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So talk a little bit about how you and Talia met through this wonderful wide world of networking.
Oh, Talia and I met through mutual friends many years ago, but we reconnected when Talia began to do her creativity-oriented activities online, and I started to attend them. And it's just been a wonderful way to bond and relieve stress and just have really fruitful interactions, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, it's been really nice reconnecting.
Yes.
I think I mentioned when we were kind of like just brainstorming, I was like, oh, I'd really love for someone to like read cards. And you're like, I know someone. And your name, Lori Lynn, was the first name that came to Talia's mind. So I'm so curious to learn about this gift that you have. How did that develop?
Well, honestly, I consider myself a student. Tarot is such an amazing field that one is a student one's whole life, of course. But I really only got into tarot seriously a few years ago. I had been interested in it since my early 30s, but I never really followed through. And then when I began to study it seriously, it spoke to me in so many ways that it's just this wonderful new way to explore myself and a way to relate to others.
Do you have some with you? Can we do like a reading, sample reading now? I feel like I need to
Sure.
recreate the experience I've gone through today.
Well, I can give you a little sample. One of my biggest philosophies about tarot is that a tarot deck contains 78 cards, and my belief is that these 78 cards represent something that we have in ourselves. Each of us contain all 78 of these concepts, these figures. And the kind of tarot I do isn't really about predicting the future. It's about interacting with these aspects of ourselves and the things they have to tell us. Often these are things that we don't consciously know, but something in us knows it. So one of my favorite ways to do tarot for myself is a spread that I call Speak to Me, wherein I simply ask, which of these figures wants to talk to me today? Which of these figures has something to say? And so suppose, for example, I did this and I drew, I just randomly drew this card called the 10 of Wands. And so I look at this card, and the 10 of Wands, according to what I learned in my studies, is about the part of us that is feeling overburdened, that perhaps has taken on too much. You can see that this fellow here is carrying all these sticks. He's kind of bent over. He's tired. So, all right, maybe the part of me that is feeling a bit overwhelmed, perhaps has been working too hard or taking on too much, it wants to talk to me and draw attention to itself. So I say to myself, okay, I hear you. What is it exactly that you want to say to me? And here it is. I draw a second card at random. It's the sun. Okay, so here's this card, the sun. And I look at it, and my studies have told me that the sun is very much about the joy of life, simplicity, appreciating the moment. All right, good message, 10 of Wands. You're telling me I need to do more of that. Get back to basics, maybe get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather. Be grateful for all the good things I have in my life. Put down the sticks for a while and just be. All right, good message. And if I want to ask for even a little more advice, I might ask specifically, what do you want me to do with this information? And I just drew this card called the Nine of Pentacles. And here we have this lady. She's standing in her garden, surrounded by nature. And the Nine of Pentacles, my studies have told me, is often about abundance, enjoying the fruits of one's labor. And I might look at this and say, so the advice you're giving me is also perhaps to really appreciate the things that I am doing, the things that I have accomplished, the things that I'm proud of, as opposed to all the things that I'm worried about or feel that I need to do more of. And so these three cards are giving me a certain message. Now, no person would interpret this message the exact same way, even if they did draw the exact cards. It's all personal. It's about our own lives and about how we relate to them. So during the event, what we're talking about is to take several tarot breaks during the activities we do. And probably, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to invite the universe in by drawing a card at random. And whatever that card is in real time, I'll talk about it a little bit and then invite us all to do a creative exercise with the card to contact that figure in ourselves in some way. And I think it's going to be really fun.
That does sound amazing. Oh my gosh, a tarot break.
I love this approach. I love the way you relate it to everything, to who we are and what we're experiencing, and how all of these parts are inside of us. I think that's brilliant.
I am really looking forward to sharing it with people, and I'm very grateful to you for inviting me.
And just think about the collective energy. You talked about having the universe coming in, inviting the universe, and like the collective energy. We need you as participants to come in to this collective energy so we can have this tarot card reading. Because I think sometimes, right, the energies of the individual can merge and affect, our reading or impact our reading as well too.
Absolutely. That's why I like the idea of drawing the card in real time rather than planning ahead what I'm going to say, because that invites it to interact with whatever energy we're going to be having. And often we don't get the cards we expect, but we end up getting the cards that are right for us, even when it's unexpected. And that's why we often learn something in the process.
So cool. Awesome. Awesome. And how do people work with you? I'm sure there's going to be tons of questions even ahead of the event. Like, oh my gosh, how do I work with Lori Lynn?
Well, I think that, as I said, I often want to make sure people know that my particular style of tarot isn't about predicting the future. Don't come to me if you want me to find your keys, But I encourage someone to think about what they want to get from the reading, perhaps one certain aspect of their life that they want to explore. If they want a general reading, that's also fine. And then we look at the cards that came up, and I can talk about my perspective on them. And I think the best reading is a little bit interactive too. I invite the person to perhaps give a little bit of reactions, what they think of a certain card. Is there something that hasn't come up yet that a certain card triggers in them? And it's just a way to use the cards to frame the person's experience. Whatever's going on in our lives, our emotions, perhaps our worries. The tarot cards don't change anything, but it serves as a frame or even a funnel to pour things in and maybe just get a little bit of feeling of meaning out the other side. By making our life into a bit of a story, we relate to it a little bit differently. And that's what I try to help people do. Use the cards to see whatever they're going through as part of a story, a universal story that is universally human and universally meaningful.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting goosebumps.
And
How about you, Talia?
you can always connect with me, and I can connect you with Lori Lynn if you want to connect with her directly.
Aha, so we've got a conduit. So Talia is our conduit. Fantastic. So those of you watching this, thank you so much for joining. We are making this official announcement. Tickets are live and available on Eventbrite for the upcoming Summer Solstice Creative Soul Spa. And we're just introducing some of the presenters and our topics that will be available. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to give you some sample activities. So join in the conversation. Bring us your questions. We'd love to meet you and connect with you. But Talia, as you know, is our Creativity Club master. And so what kind of games have you planned for us? Can we do one right now?
I am still coming up with what we're going to do during the Soul Spa, but I do have a game we could play right now. It is 3 things. So if we could play it just the 3 of us for a minute, we can, and people can play along in your own head. When you hear the questions, you can come up with your own answers or type them into the chat if you'd like. So we play this in Creativity Club, and it's 3 things you would find, and then one person fills in a place, and then the next person says the first 3 things that come to their mind of what you would find in that place. So if I asked Lori Lynn, what are 3 things you would find in the trunk of your car?
A blanket, books, and a crowbar.
Excellent. And now Lori Lynn, Olivia.
Olivia, what are 3 things you would find in your bathroom?
A dry brush, shampoo, deodorant. And Talia, what are 3 things you'd find in your shoe?
Ooh, a sock, a toe, and a pebble.
Oh my gosh,
We had one person who is attending our group change it slightly to be 3 things you wouldn't tell someone. And I thought this was a brilliant way of playing it slightly differently. So this would be something like, Lori Lynn, what are 3 things you wouldn't tell a sibling?
That my mother said I'm her favorite. That I don't like her husband. That I stole her diary when she was 10. I didn't actually do that, but I wouldn't tell her if I did. So, Olivia, what are 3 things you wouldn't tell a first date?
I've had work done. I wouldn't tell my date about that one time I was in jail. And then I wouldn't tell my date my affinity for collecting birds. Talia, what are 3 things you wouldn't tell a psychic?
I wouldn't tell a psychic. Let's see. Well, I wouldn't have to tell a psychic much because the psychic should know these things already. So I wouldn't tell them my name, and I wouldn't tell them my birth date, and I wouldn't tell them the status of my love life. And the nice thing about these games is you don't have to stick with what's true. You can just say what would be fun.
And you can't do it wrong. I mean, you can just say something totally outrageous and it's okay.
Yes.
I love that you have a no judgment zone, just like at the gym, no judgment zone at Creativity Club.
Absolutely. It's the only way people can start taking creative risks is if they know it's a safe space and there's not going to be any judgment. And that's my goal, is to make it safe to try out something that you haven't done before and know that you can't do it wrong, and we'll support you no matter what.
Exactly. And for those of you who know me or haven't met me yet, I practice laughter yoga, and laughter yoga is an exercise. So I'd love to lead you through a sample laughter yoga exercise right now. So here we go. I love Talia so much. I'm just going to give her a big heart. So everybody go ahead and make a heart shape. And just like a heart, we have to pump it with blood, right? And so we're just going to pretend we're pumping our hearts. Okay, so that's the first exercise. And then imagine a heartbeat that's very soft and quiet at first. And then as you pump more blood, more enthusiasm, more joy, it gets louder and louder and louder. Okay, and bigger. And then we're just going to add in 3 laughter sounds. So the first laughter sound is going to be ha. Okay, so we're going to start off quietly. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ha, 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 ha. Excellent. Now the second laughter sound is going to be ho. So here we go again. All right, and we can start off quietly. Ho, 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 ho. And the last laughter sound is he. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. He, 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 Very good. Very good. Yay. With me now. Very good.
Good. Very
Good.
good.
Yay.
Yay.
And we say that a lot after every laughter yoga exercise to honor the inner child that wants to come out and play. So we can't help but feel like our younger self saying, yay, we did it.
I can see how it works a little bit. It's almost impossible to keep from laughing after each round.
And the amazing thing is, we didn't have to laugh because of a funny joke or watch a movie or watch a comedy, right? We learned to activate our own laughter just by those laughter sounds, the ho-hos, the ha-has, the hee-hees. Awesome. So that's just a preview of that. And we've got a video cameo from Victoria Reeves. So Victoria is going to be doing a really fun hands-on empowerment doll workshop. And so this workshop, this is the reason why you want to get your tickets early, because we have to send you the material so you can participate. And so Talia and Victoria will be putting that together for you, your summer kits. And I'm going to pull up a video here where she's going to introduce herself and also introduce the concept behind the empowerment doll and making it meaningful for you. So hang on one second. I'm going to bring up this video. So she couldn't be with us today, but this is the power of Zoom and technology, that she can submit a video and we can play it on her behalf. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Victoria Reeves, founder of Creative Tribe Dojo, and also an artist who creates empowerment dolls. Da, 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 da. And I'm super excited to meet you at our upcoming spa day to teach you how to make empowerment dolls. And you're going to receive all of the supplies that you need: a body, a head, the hair, a very funky vintage button, and some other embellishments. For example, it might be fringe, it might be a piece of fabric. If you would like to add beads to your doll or some other different color of yarn or different color of fabric, that is fine, and you can have that ready. Here is an example of one doll that I made. Your dolls are going to be similar with different colors. You're going to have all sorts of cool, funky fabrics, and you'll get the body, you'll get the head, which will sew to the body. Then we'll do the hair, maybe a head wrap. You do need to have handy a Sharpie to draw the face on your doll, and also a pair of scissors. And then you're also going to receive for the back a little tiny piece of felt that we will hang on there or sew on there for a hook so that you can hang your doll up on the wall. Many creatives use these dolls as inspiration for when they sit down to work, as idea generators, as a muse, if you will. Here's another doll right above my head that you can see. I've been making these for over 20 years. I've made over 500 of them, and they are all different, which to me is a wonderful testament to the exciting possibility of the creative process, which is that it never ends. It is unlimited, and your imagination is bursting with ideas. So I'm very excited to meet you. I'm very excited to teach you how to make your very own empowerment doll. And when you fill out the information, please be sure to say if you want purple, pink, brown, blue, or red. Purple, pink, brown, blue, or red. All of them are going to be different, so the fabrics are going to be different, but those will be the color themes that you can choose from. And then I will ship it to you, and we will make it together on June 25th. Looking forward to meeting you. It's going to be spectacular. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to tell you. Every doll has a special message on the back, which is usually one word. I don't know if you can see this one. Hers says unearth, and then she has the yin and yang symbol back there. What I mean by that is, unearth your ideas, your inspirations, your inner ramblings, the story that you're dying to tell. So you will be thinking of a word that you'd like to put on the back of your doll when you're making her. or him, and then we will write it back here in a tiny space where people will discover it when they pick it up. And then also the dolls have different names. This is the indigenous queen. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to meet you. Bye.
Thank you, Victoria, for sending us that video clip. And we're so excited for this workshop. Thank you, Lori Lynn, for being here. Thank you so much for giving us that sample tarot card reading. We're very excited to have you be part of the Summer Solstice Creative Soul Spa. So we'll say bye for now, Lori Lynn.
Goodbye. I'm very excited, and I look forward to seeing you all, and I look forward to sharing tarot with you.
Fantastic. Awesome. So the link, once again, is here on the screen. Please go ahead and register today. You don't want to miss out on this. It's going to be so much fun. And we need you. We need your collective energy for honoring the summer solstice. And Talia, is there anything else that you'd like to share with our audience?
This is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be way more fun with you than without you. So I think it would be really awesome to come be in community with you and to get to play with you and laugh with you and learn from you and just explore ourselves together in such a fun way. So please come join us.
Please join us. We need you. If you've been following our episodes here on Creativity's WD40 for the Soul, think of this as like the of all the creativity games all in one day. And it's our version of summer camp, and we're bringing it onto Zoom to you. So join us. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye.